Welcome to Planet Vero Radio. Our guests in the studio today are Brian Combs and Chris Hudman of Pest Control. They're co-owners there, and we're doing something a little different today. We are on camera, live streaming this broadcast. So welcome, guys.
Thanks, Sally.
Making your debut on TV, huh?
Yes.
Well, welcome so much. We have a lot to talk about. In the summer, the pests are your basic nightmare. There are so many that vex us. What do you want to give the people an overview of what's going on out there in their homes and gardens right now?
Well, right now, fortunately, we did get some rain yesterday, but it has been very dry. The rainy season has not kicked in like it should have already, and we're seeing yards that are stressed pretty much everywhere around the county. When this happens, chinch bugs are another big problem in the summer. That in conjunction with these dry yards, I'm sure that we're losing some grass in different places.
So chinch bugs are actually worse when the rain doesn't come?
Yeah, it's basically a function of stress. When grass is healthy or any plant's healthy, they can withstand attacks by insects much better, just like you and I, when we're healthy and we get sick. Mm-hmm. It's much worse. So when the grass is stressed from drought, chinch bug damage can accelerate very rapidly, and it's amazing how quick they can kill the grass. And unfortunately, a lot of people, when the grass is dry, they think, oh, I just got dry grass, and they don't go out and try to control the chinch bugs.
Oh, they don't recognize the damage because they think that their yard is just looking for water. They don't realize that the chinch bugs are destroying it.
Yes, that's correct. And there's certain things that chinch bugs, when they're damaging the grass, that a trained eye can tell. Chris and I can drive by a yard and point out that one's got chinch bugs, that's just dry damage. Mm-hmm. But sometimes when the two are together, you've really got to get out and just check the grass for chinch bugs and make sure exactly what's going on there.
And make no mistake, because we've been down this road years ago, you might be looking at resodding your yard thanks to those chinch bugs if you don't get on it soon enough.
That is true. And like Brian was saying, the irrigation, some people see dry and they'll say, well, I just need to turn the irrigation up, or I need to add another day. Well, that doesn't always solve the problem. Really, you should make sure that your irrigation system is functioning properly and optimally, so that, one, you're conserving water, and two, you're actually, covering the yard uniformly and keeping that grass from becoming stressed and vulnerable to these infestations of chinch bugs.
Now, do we still have certain water days for certain addresses?
Well, we're under the St. Johns River Water Management District irrigation rules, and basically they limit people to 2 days a week.
Any 2 days they choose?
I think so. I'm not sure what the current regulations, but I think it's 2 days a week. Mm-hmm. Here's the problem with that is that in the middle of the summer, St. Augustine grass can use 1 inch of water a day. Our soil, at its maximum water holding capacity, will only hold 1 inch of water. So there's times that even if you're at the 100% irrigation efficiency and you're saturating the soil with 1 inch of water, it could be used up in a day and certainly in 2 days. So only irrigating twice a week can lead to stress on the grass.
I see. Okay. And of course, moving on from that problem, you also, when you come out, you can also fertilize the yards with a spray to help them as well, correct?
This time of year, we can fertilize, but we can't use nitrogen. We're not allowed to apply any nitrogen due to the blackout code that's enforced right now. Mm-hmm. We can still put out, potash for the root system, micronutrients that the plants need, iron and whatnot, but we just can't apply any nitrogen at this time, unfortunately.
But that will still help keep your grass healthy and help to ward off the chinch bugs. Do you do the chinch bug spraying and the fertilizing at the same time?
Yeah, well, the chinch bug would be an insecticide application, but you can do that in conjunction with the micronutrients and potash in that application.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, and so let's talk about some of the other pests that you all deal with. Termites, that's a year-round problem, isn't it?
Yes, it's termites never sleep, so to speak. They're always foraging, looking for food. And so we always recommend that if somebody doesn't do anything else for their house, that they get termite protection. And it's basically, I had somebody the other day say, well, I got a block house. Well, every wall almost in your interior house is made of pine studs, and termites love those pine studs in your house.
Mm-hmm.
So just because you got a block house doesn't mean you don't get termites. And yes, they are year round. Now, they tend to swarm certain times of the year, which is for the subterranean termites, which are the most damaging we have in this area. They usually swarm in the late spring after we get some rain. This time of year, we get some drywood swarms. But the termites are something you should always have termite protection. And that means not just somebody coming saying, well, we'll repair your house if you get damaged. It's like saying, I'm not going to have a fire code or do anything else to protect my house. I'm just going to repair it. So termite protection means having active protection, whether it be a liquid barrier treatment, which we perform using Termidor, or a baiting system, which goes back, the termites eat it, take it back to the colony of the queen, and actually is a colony destroying type of system. But homeowners insurance will not cover termite damage. So you can buy insurance for fire, for flood, for wind, which most people have on their home.
Mm-hmm.
But termite protection is something you have to get from a pest control company. And you absolutely want a company that will give you a repair warranty, not just a retreat. If you get a damage and all they're going to do is retreat, then you're responsible for all that damage.
Mm-hmm.
That's like buying an insurance policy, for fire, and you have a fire, now you're stuck paying it all.
Mm-hmm.
What's the point? So, if you've got a termite warranty with somebody, make sure it's a retreatment, a repair warranty. And at Compass, we offer a $1 million repair warranty.
Wow, that's good to know. And they do differ vastly between companies. Like you say, sometimes you're only getting a guarantee that they're going to come out again, but by then it might be too late. Now, there are two types of termites, or is there more than two?
Yeah, there's subterranean termites and there's drywood termites. There are some other termites that are coming into the state, but they haven't been found here at this time. So primarily we deal with subterraneans, like Brian was saying, and drywoods. The subterraneans are what we offer the repair warranty for, and they are the ones that are going to cause the most problems and damage in your home.
I see.
Right. And the drywoods are the ones that sometimes people will see a little pile of, looks like grains of sand, but actually they're little small pellets, and you may see those on a windowsill or cabinet. And those are the drywood termites. They don't live in the soil. They live entirely within the wood. But they're very small colonies. Rarely do they cause significant damage to a house.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, if you find them, you want to treat them, but they're not the main concern as the subterranean termites are.
I see.
Some people will sell a big treatment, go up and want to treat all the trusses in the attic and do all this for drywood termites. Our belief is that that's really not necessary because they don't cause much damage. They're such small colonies, and a yearly termite inspection is really will find most of that.
And they're easy to eradicate if you find them early?
If you locate the colony, which is where you see, if you see where the little pellets are and you see a little exit hole, they're pushing the pellets out of the colony, very easy to eradicate. Now, sometimes you can't find them. And in that case, then you have to do a little searching. There's all kind of tools for that. But mainly what people treat for and what they have the repair warranty for and what you see the tinting for a lot of times is for the subterraneans because they are highly destructive.
Okay, well, good to know. Give us your contact information, gentlemen, at Compass Pest Control. I know your website is compasspests with an S on the end.com, and our listeners can get more information there. But go ahead and give us your phone numbers, and we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, I want to talk about what you can do to help eradicate the no-see-ums and mosquitoes that just torture us in the summer.
You can reach me, Chris Hudman, at 772-413-1647.
And you can reach me, Brian Combs, at 772-766-9098. And those are our cell phone numbers, so you can talk directly to us.
And you will find those numbers on the website, compasspests.com. We'll be right back.
If you wonder what to do, we got a magazine for you. Stay in the loop and get the latest scoop on the great Vero scene. Make it your routine. Pick up the first, the only Vero Beach magazine.
From amazing articles to ridiculously delicious recipes, along with the scoop on every event in the area, Vero Beach Magazine has been the trusted source for all things Vero for over 17 years. Subscribe today or come visit our newest venue, Vero Beach Magazine in the Village Shops.
Pick up the first, the only Vero Beach magazine.
Pick up your copy today and visit VeroBeachMagazine.com.
Today in business, you truly can't do business without a professional website. That's where Cobalt Creative comes in. Tom Nangle, president of Cobalt Creative, makes sure to take care of your search engine optimization and hosting. Cobalt Creative will also tie in all your important social media needs as well. Call Cobalt Creative today. Get one page on your website absolutely free just by making the call. Call 772-333-0006. Cobalt Creative Company, an iTex trading community member. Your iTex dollars are welcome.
Do your kids love to jump, flip, swim, and soar? Then Christie's Fitness is the place to be this summer. Coming this July to Christie's is the new all-around camp. Junior superheroes will develop skills in swim, gymnastics, and arts and crafts. All-around camp at Christie's is for children 5 to 13 and runs Monday through Friday from 9 to 3:30 with trips to Skate Factory, swimming, and a weekly pizza party. Visit Christie'sFitness.com or call 772-563-0905. Don't forget to ask about preschool swim school and summer dance camps.
Hello, I'm Chris Hudman, formerly of Bugmaster, now co-owner of Compass Pest Control. CompassPests.com. Compass provides a complete range of services, including lawn and landscape, termite prevention, and structural pest control for both residential and commercial clients. Find out why friends and neighbors are choosing a new direction and moving to Compass Pest Control. Call Compass at 772-413-1647 or visit compasspests.com.
And there's Chris Hudman from Compass Pest Control, who's our guest in the studio today, both on the radio and live streamed on the web. And he's joined by Brian Combs, also of Compass Pest Control. Welcome back, guys.
Hey.
Thanks, Allie.
So now let's talk about mosquitoes and no-see-ums. They just are so torturous in the summer, especially around dusk. And there are some things that homeowners can do to eradicate them from their outdoor living areas.
Yes, there is. We offer a couple different options. One that we like to have available for our customers are mosquito misting systems. We call them mosquito misting systems, but they also work on those pesky little no-see-ums as well, which can be actually more difficult to get under control than the mosquitoes.
Right.
They're pretty effective at reducing these populations of these biting insects around the home, and they're easily maintained, and we can have them installed on your property.
Now, how exactly do they work?
Well, the system is a series of fine nozzles, and they can either be hanging from a soffit or eave somewhere or on a small riser in the bushes. And those nozzles emit a very fine mist of a insecticide that's mixed with water. And so this is done, and the misting system it has a timer on it, just like your irrigation system. and it can be programmed to come on certain times of the day. We program those usually to come on right around sunrise, and then again at dusk and even a little bit after, depending on how often you want to use your outdoor living area. And so these come on daily. So you are getting daily control of these insects, daily protection, unlike some companies just want to come out once a month and spray your bushes and, for mosquitoes, which doesn't really do anything for the no-see-ums. I'd venture to say that every misting system that has been put in around here has mainly been for no-see-ums more than anything else. Mm-hmm. You have these homes over, especially on beachside on the river or wherever, and there's mangroves around, and the no-see-ums can just eat you alive over there. And these systems will help reduce that population significantly.
They can truly ruin your opportunity to enjoy your outdoor space. And after all, we live in Florida where you want to be outside.
Yes.
So that's a great concept and a wonderful system. And so you just come out and give people a bid. They can call and just get an idea of because I'd imagine it's a different price for every property depending on how many nozzles are necessary.
Yeah, we'll come out and we'll assess the property. We'll ask you your needs and where you use your outside areas, and we can design and put together a system that's formulated particularly for your property and what you're wanting to, the areas that you're wanting to enjoy, so that you're not chased inside every evening or morning when you're trying to use your own property.
Okay, great. Well, we'll make sure that folks look into that, because that's a worthwhile program. Now, other people might simply be interested in a general pest control service for their home, eliminating ants from the inside. Perhaps they have a problem with cockroaches, or what's the other name for cockroaches?
Palmetto bugs.
Right, palmetto bugs.
One other point I wanted to make.
Oh, please do.
Yeah, and if you're not interested in the system, but you are having an occasion, say a wedding, a shower, or whatever, a small little party, an event, we can also do a fogging on your property to keep and reduce the populations of biting insects around for that occasion. So
what a great idea.
You don't have to just invest in this system for your home. That's another option as well.
So when someone's having an outdoor wedding, you can make it pest-free for the afternoon so that the guests aren't miserable. Wonderful.
Yeah, we can come in, and we like to come in several hours before the event.
I see.
Do a treatment around wherever the area is going to be, and it can significantly reduce the population of these biting insects. So, and it's just a one-time charge that you don't have to invest in anything, and so it works very well for people that are having outdoor functions that don't want to be chased inside by the insects.
Gosh, I never thought of that, and how wonderful a program that is. An offer is when you're having an outdoor party.
Right.
That's more important than the caterer, in my opinion.
Yes, in many cases it is. So, yeah, and we offer for the general pest control, what most people consider inside their house. They get ants or roaches or silverfish or whatever pesky insect they may have. Currently, for most people, ants are the biggest problem we have in Florida now.
They are.
And we have several species of invasive ants that just have multi-queens, that they produce hundreds of thousands, if not millions of workers. And so these guys are becoming real problems for houses in Florida. And they require a little bit different type of treatment than you would normally do. But our basic household treatment is very non-invasive. After an initial treatment inside, if we determine you need a treatment inside, we treat only the outside. And most companies do that today because most of your pests come from the outside. So we concentrate on the outside, we treat the outside, and it's very convenient. The homeowner does not have to be home for an appointment. You don't have to make an appointment. We don't have to come inside. They don't have to clean up or put dishes up or any of those things that used to be done when the so-called bug man used to come around and just spray your baseboards. And that kind of treatment
And
is
leave a stinky
long
smell
gone.
behind.
Oh, absolutely. Most progressive companies do not do that anymore. So
And
we're,
Compass does not do that.
we don't do that. The only time we'll come inside is if there's a problem that you have that we need to come in. Occasionally something like a silverfish maybe in your closets, but we have little baits for those. Most of the ants we use baits for.
And there are several kinds of ants that are in people's homes now.
Yeah, the list goes on and on. Carpenter ants have been around. They're a lot of people know about them. You'll see them from time to time. Big-headed ants are a big problem now. They're like Brian said, you can get big colonies around the home. The colonies work together to form super colonies, large numbers of ants, which can be large numbers of ants inside the home. Ghost ants are pretty common. Most people are even aware of them when you talk to the customers. And they're not so much of a huge amount of them, but they can be very nuisance-like. And being that they'll end up in the kitchen or the bathroom and just scurrying around just makes it unpleasant in the interior environment. Most homeowners, women, men, do not like them crawling around on their stuff.
Well, and don't some of the interior ants even bite now?
Well, fire ants are the biggest biters that cause problems for people. They get in the house. It's not real common, but they can get up against the foundation and find their way inside the house. Some of these other ants do bite, but they don't cause the stinging that fire ants can do.
See?
Our programs take care of fire ants. They're also included in our lawn programs. So we do put fire ants high on the priority list of keeping them off your property and out of your home.
Now, that is a big thing that we should really focus on here and make sure people understand. Not every pest control company will handle your fire ants when they handle your yard. Isn't that right?
Yes.
Most don't.
Yeah.
But you do.
Yes. They are included in our lawn program automatically because they're just such a problem, and we don't want anybody to get stung by them. So they are part of our lawn program. When you sign up with the Compass Lawn Program, fire ants are included. We don't charge extra for them. And if you are in your garden or in your beds and you find a mound, call us and we'll come out and we'll treat it at no charge because it is included in your program.
That's great. Okay. So is there anything else you think that we should cover in terms of the pests for the summer? Well,
there's never-ending lists of pests in this area, of course.
Right.
And in the summertime, all insects reproduce rapidly. It's just in their nature. So pest populations can build up very quickly. One of the other things we find in a yard are sod webworms, which are caterpillars which chew the grass. They can come on within a couple of days and overnight look like somebody's just taking your grass and weed whacked it down and chewed it down. So every pest population is increasing during the summertime.
Well, you need to call the experts. Tell us what makes you all experts. Individually, blow your own horns here for a minute. What's your background, Brian?
Well, I have a master's degree in horticulture from the University of Florida. I was the Indian River County Extension agent here, and then have over 32 years experience in the pest control business.
And how about you, Chris?
Born and raised native, been in the lawn and landscaping business area of expertise since I was 18. Background in irrigation certified, and just know the business.
So they're the experts. Give them a call. Compass Pest Control, compasspests.com. Give us a quick phone number.
772-766-9098.
Thanks so much for being with us today.